it's good fun. Days like these are great. You get the whole industry together, and to have, companies and corporations like Interbet and Cape Racing who are so generous with sort of time and energy into making a day like this possible is it's fantastic for everyone.
Seventh race on the program is a merit-rated 88 handicap for fillies and mares up the straight, as you can see by that diagram on TV at Hollywoodbets Scottsville, 1,200 metres, top of the hour, 4 o'clock, and they're racing for 115,000 rand. These, no scratchings or jockey changes here in this seventh race at this point in time. Horses to respect, to give serious respect to. 1, Chelsea Flower, this young apprentice, Mkolisi Mbuto. Yep, likeable young rider. Dropped his rein. Yes, likeable young rider. And so wonderful to see Carl Hewitson giving him a chance.
Is he like a little Muzieni or a bit taller?
I think he's a touch taller. I think he's a touch taller, Dees, but he's certainly going about it the right way. He has had 7 rides. I know he hasn't had his winner yet, but I'm encouraged to see that Carl Hewitson's stuck with this youngster, because he did drop his rein at the 200 last time and only got beaten less than half a length. So he was a little unlucky, to put it mildly, on Chelsea Flower. 49.5 kgs is what this mare will get, and drawn 1, so he'll have the inside rail to guide him all the way home. So for me, Chelsea Flower deserves big respect. And certainly is an exacta choice type of horse. Shanta's Pride and Patton's Air, the 2 Hollywood horses. I know one's trained by Muscat, one's trained by Van Zyl, but they're both owned by Hollywood. I think they'll run huge races. Shanta's Pride, who gets Richard Ferree back, and Patton's Air, who beat Shanta's Pride last time. So I think they need big respect. Noble Storm must go into your quartet. Even Red Roses too for the back end of quartets. But for me, they're all going to have to run some to beat horse number 4, La Divina, whose first run in the province was a good effort. Little unlucky in transit up the lane, but once she saw daylight and she was given the green light, she really ran on beautifully. And for me, they're all going to have to run to beat her.
Okay, you have made the puzzle perfect. That was the last piece that I had in my hand. Every race is working out a puzzle. We know that. People got their own assessments and methods on how they tried to come to that calculated decision of having a bet on the horse that they've chosen. But it is a puzzle when you have a look at every race. And this was a puzzle that I wanted to work out. And I had the one piece in my hand that I was waiting that Warren could, just make it the perfect puzzle. And it is number 4, La Divina, who he's given the rubber stamp because on that run behind Peyton's Ear, she is 2 kgs better off with Garrett Van Zyl's runner. Garrett will be on a mission to try and bridge the gap between himself and Alison Wright. It's 2 wins that she leads by. So keep an eye on the stable. They may have a hot day at Hollywoodbets Scottsville. But I'm in agreement. Number 4, La Divina, could reverse the form with number 10, Peyton's Air. Those 2 runners have to go into everything. Sashay Away, I got some respect for. I know it's a long time, 647 days, but between herself and Blue Horizon, there shouldn't be much. But she's a horse that seems to enjoy racing over this distance, and she has dropped down, not significantly, but from a 99 to a 90 is help from the handicapper for number 9, Sashay Away. And then Shanta's Pride, Warren, last time out, I'm sure you'd recall, the apprentice from Qatar, Mo, was carted to race this filly towards the end of the race meeting. But after race early in the meeting, I think it was race number 1, if I'm not mistaken, or race number 2, he had a winner for Glenn Cotson, and he had some knee issues and he had to be stood down. So he left South Africa with his last ride being a winner. But Pillay was the apprentice that got the ride, and no fault of the young kid, because it's clear to see, and if you don't have this in the form guide that you're using, that the filly choked up in the running, because the apprentice seemed to make the move at the right time, and then there was no horse. And it's clearly documented that when she started off her career that she had breathing issues, she's had the op, and I thought maybe sorted out But that's always something that you have at the back of your mind when you back a horse that's, you know, had breeding issues in the past, had the op in the past, that it could come up any time in running, Warren.
Yeah, absolutely, Dees, and she's done so well for the Connections. I mean, she's ultra consistent. She's won 2 races. Damien Pillay. Damien, yeah, he rides, and he's an apprentice. You know, we spoke about this apprentice, Mkolisi Mbuta, as a likable rider and a youngster with scope. Well, let me tell you, this young Damien Pillay is certainly got, seems to have what it takes. I know it's very young days, but I just want to have a look. I'm sure he is riding today. Yep, he rides in the first race, and he's riding Happy Wonder in the 8th race. So keep an eye on him. First in the 8th race, and yeah, he's learning. They're all learning, but I think he could have a fair future.
And
but
I just want to give a comment on Juniper Green, you know, through my association with Dylan and Marlon, Dylan Chinsami and Marlon Naika, that, you know, it's nothing serious that she was being off for. It's just niggly issues that the horses need some time and mature with racing. It's just soundness issues, let's put it that way. And it's time that she's got back to the track, and I'm told that she's ready, and it's a good race to bring her on. There's no confidence, like super confidence, like the stable I would nut him earlier on, but she will run a good race, so a respectable race. So my suggestion is include her in quartets.
Well, that's wonderful information and good information, and that's what we're here for. That's race 7. Let's move on to the lucky last, which is race number 8.
The betting, the not so much anymore, is more down to my own fault. I need to get studying again to get the edge back. But yeah, it's a great product. I love the exchange. It's really, in my opinion, one of the better bookmakers, if not the best bookmaker out there.